What is going on, everybody? What is a better knife for you? The Lightning OTF or the Kershaw Interstellar? That is the topic of today. If you guys have an opinion, let me know down in the comments which one you prefer if you have both of them, and that way anyone out there looking to get them, they can kind of see what your point of view is on either one of these knives. If you have one or not the other, whichever way it goes, if you have both of them, definitely leave it in the comments below so anyone shopping around can get another opinion. And today, right now, we're going to get into what I think of both of these knives. So the Lightning OTF does come in this pretty cool pouch, and that's a nifty little extra feature if you so desire to use it. I mean, obviously the knife comes with a pocket clip, not excessively deep carry, but all in all, not too bad. This knife here is about $30. And we're about $44 for the Kershaw. So I think the gorilla in the room obviously is whether or not you can and can't have a full automatic OTF where the blade flies out with basically the slide of the button. If you're in a state that probably doesn't allow you to have that feature as an automatic, that is a big automatic discontinuation of that knife. The Kershaw is not automatic. It also is not a gravity knife. This is not going to slide out at all. There is a friction to it, so it's not really going to slide out in any way. So if you get pulled over by a police officer, he's not going to be able to say, oh, that's a gravity knife. He's not going to be able to say that. Kershaw has actually put extra friction in there so it cannot be flown out or slid out in any way, shape, or form. So, and that is to comply with basically laws in some states where if you were to locks, but if you were to unlock it and you were able to fling it out, an officer could very easily say that it was basically a gravity knife, and those are actually illegal in a lot of states, technically speaking. Even states where these are actually legal. That's the funny thing. So, again, that's what Kershaw did with this knife to make sure that it locks at both ends and that when it's in the middle, it cannot be just slung out in any way, shape, or form. And I'm really trying, and it's not going anywhere. And I've used this knife quite a bit. You can kind of see the wear and tear on the track from it going up and down and everything else. So it's not going to be considered a gravity knife. So if you are in a state with laws that are very tutti-frutti as far as that goes, then the Kershaw may be the better knife for you. Also, we are also talking about a pretty good size difference too. So when it comes to size, we're talking about 7 3/4 of an inch on the Lightning and maybe just a little under 7 inches on the Kershaw. Blade, you're looking at the most, you're looking at about 2 3/4 on the Kershaw, and you're looking at about 3 1/4 inches on the Lightning. Again, this comes into another whole legal aspect of what size you can have. Some states you have to be under 3 inches. Again, make sure you know your laws of what you're carrying just in case, because here you're over 3 inches. So again, that's another quick discontinuation of a knife. Now, when it comes down to build quality, both these knives are excellent. This one is definitely lighter. I'll put the weight in the comments below, in the description below. But this one's definitely lighter, but obviously there is a pretty good size difference too, and this has a lot more actual mechanisms to help you eject the blade out there. So obviously weight, if it's a real big difference, again, the Kershaw is going to beat you on that, but again, the price, you're going to be paying more. You also have a fancy bottle opener if that's really necessary. It's kind of ridiculous to me. And this knife, for me, I think the Kershaw is a really nice knife. It's borderline getting small for me, and I'm not the hugest fan of the manual action. I think it's very unique for Kershaw. It's not super hard to use or anything. It's just, again, I do like OTFs that are auto. I love the feeling. And when it comes to like, I've made this the best budget OTF because for $30, you're getting a pretty good pack. It holds a decent edge. Again, you're comparing, well, we really don't know what kind of stainless steel this is. Maybe 440 stainless steel. They don't tell you, so God only knows what it is. This is 8CR 30 MOV, something like that, right? Does it say on it? Yeah, 813C, yeah. 8CR13 MOV, all right, we got it right. So we have a little bit better quality blade steel, but again, as we should, because we're at 44 versus $30. So again, there's a lot here to take into account. But Kershaw does have a name. This knife really does. I think that it's gonna take a lot of abuse. I just would say I would probably like it if it was more in the 8-inch range, a little bit bigger, a little bit longer, maybe a little thicker handle. I think that for me, I like big knives. I don't have to worry about laws here in Ohio. We have pretty decent laws now. They've straightened all that out here. So, not really a big deal unless you're carrying a machete. So, when it comes to that, I would much prefer a bigger knife, a knife that really fills my hand. Again, that's where I stand. That's up to you. I know a lot of people out there, they want something super light that they don't even notice is in their pocket. This is also deep carry, so it's not going to stick out of your pocket. So if you're looking to be a lot more conservative and not have people know you're carrying a blocky OTF, that's going to be another one for the Kershaw. I think deep downside, I think the Kershaw is probably the better buy, even though you are spending more money. You're getting what you know is a blade steel versus not knowing what a blade steel is. Like I said, though, that's not to take away from the Lightning OTF. For a $30 knife, it's a great knife. It really is. They take a lot of beating. They make these things by the millions, probably, who the heck knows, but for what they are, they hold up. I've sat here and fired this thing. You just very rarely get any off track. It doesn't get off track. Actually, I'm not even sure that it's ever gotten off track. I think some of my better ones have actually gotten off track before this one. I don't think this one has, but I've had a few of these over the years and beat the heck out of them, and I know that they can take a lot of abuse, and for the money, you just can't go wrong with them. You really can't. $30 after you've had it for a couple years, even if it starts, chipping I've chipped the heck out of one of the blades, doing crazy prying and everything else. The blade steel does hold up. The edge is not the best. They will dull out on you, and you will have to sharpen them. But then this one here, you also have serrations, so you have to deal with that. So, but there you guys go. That's just a little outlook on what I see about these two knives and how maybe they will or won't fit your needs. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great day.